When the spring rains come, the water temps raise, and the wind blows, it's time to jerk it. Oh yeah, geeks, today I'm going to talk to you about a jerkbait pattern for spring bass that I love. I've been fishing it for years, and it is going to make your spring fishing a lot better. Oh, hello. Got him. I might need a net for this one, especially on these trebles. Don't go under the boat. I ain't seen him yet. That's a big old largemouth, Mike. Yeah. Yeah, come on, come on. Yeah, look at that. And it fell out. God dang, dude. That is a 5-pounder all day. Yeah, hell, I got a fish on like that. Don't ask. Go get him. Oh. Sorry, Cliff. Look at that fish, dude. Oh my God. Jesus. Oh my God. Jeez. Look at that. On the jerkbait. Oh my God. And look, he is sliming. So he is ready, or she is getting ready. Oh my God. Look at that. Look at the, watch it. Yeah. She getting ready. She getting ready. So the very first thing we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about the baits. And there were really 2 baits that shined for us today. Now we cycled through several different baits. We cycled through the Flashpoint by Booyah, the Abyss. But even though the water had some pretty good stain to it, when the sun got up, it really was the Megabass 110+1 Junior in the matte shad that paid off. Early in the morning, they seemed to want a little more color. You seen that big, large head smash this bait right here. And this is also Megabass +1 Junior in the algae bone color. So these 2 really were the shining stars for me. Now, let's talk about the situation that makes this pattern dominate. So let's talk about situation. Let's talk about conditions, what you're looking for. What you're looking for is the temperatures to raise. And generally what you're going to see is that extended warm up. So 3 or more days where you have above average temperatures. And it's going to start warming your lakes. Now, I always say these are hard baits. So something that you're going to want is you're going to want obstructive view of the bass. That is going to mean one of a few things. It's going to mean in clear water, you've got to have some wind. it's got to dirty up, or you've got to have some overcast. So it's got to be something that's going to keep these hard baits a little less visible in open, clear water. Anywhere else, it could be clear, but you could have some wood. It could be clear, but you could have some rock. It could be clear, and you could have some grass. Somewhere where the bass has to react. And this is probably one of the best examples of a reaction bait. A, because it can stay in their face for a while. B, because it has erratic action when twitched properly. Got him. Don't do that. Again, not the size, but brush. So, rock with brush. We're going to go look at some different places and see what we can find. We're not getting the size that we want. So now, location. The bass are moving. Once the water temps start to raise, the bass are going to move. The areas that we've been targeting are channel swings because they're steep banks. Now, they may pull up out of ditches on the main lake. They may pull up from those steeper areas. Those are going to be the winter haunts. Those are going to be the first places that you're going to target. For us, it's major bluffs where the river channel swings in against them. When that river channel swings in against it, or that creek channel swings in against it, that's where those bass are going to come up shallow. That's when the jerkbait, because you're not fishing this super deep, is going to shine. So what we found today is that the bass had already come up off of the bluffs and they were moving. Every time we would get to a creek and we'd fish the inside portions of the points and in for probably 100 yards, that's where we took most of our bites. Now, maybe a week ago, we could have been here and they could have been on the bluff ends. And maybe a week before that, they could have been on the steepest parts of the bluffs, because that's where they're going to winter. So you're following that pattern. And when I say a bluff, generally, I'm looking for a channel swing. And when I'm looking for a channel swing, I'm looking for a place where the bass are going to be moving from that channel swing to spawning areas. That may be spawning bays, it may be spawning creeks, it may be spawning ditches or pockets. So I like major creeks because generally they're going to have the most area to spawn, the most bass, the most life, with a little bit of running water in them, in the backs. That's where I'm going to target. If you get a bluff that's got major spawning creeks, or a channel swing that's got major spawning creeks on either side, now you're talking a hot spot. So you just got to work from the middle out and see where these bass are going to be. That's going to be the location. Retrieves. So when it comes to retrieve, almost all day long, it was the 1, 2, 1, 2 twitch that worked. Every single time. Don't go fast, even in the warming water. Again, I think 50 degree is the hot spot for here. Once you get up to 50 that morning, we noticed a lot of bass were up shallower, 10 foot or less, which is pretty crazy for this lake. Now, as the sun come out and the clouds went away, we started noticing we still had a little bit of wind. They were still biting, but they were dropping down a little bit deeper. And we're going to talk in rigging, we're going to talk about this one thing that helps us get these jerkbaits deeper. Come on, man. How didn't you come up out here? Oh, yeah, I knew I got you. Oh, you're a better one. There we go, Mike. There we go. All right, that's a little more what we're looking for right there. Jerk baits. They're obviously moving up into the creeks where they're going to spawn. So this could be a big male, possibly a female. I'd say probably a big male, but that's much better. So when we talk about rigging these, especially in the place that I live now, you may need to make adjustments whether you're fishing a pond, whether you're fishing shallower lowland lakes or shallower areas. You may not want to do this. Now we've got several suspend dots right here underneath the throat of this bait, and what that does, these baits generally set when you're jerking them in this sort of profile, and it just gives it a little bit faster sink. So I can contour the bank, keep it very close to the bank as I'm jerking it. Now, like I said before, rigging it, we're going to put a snap on here. That snap is going to allow me to change out to other baits or other colored baits in case, you know, the sun comes out or the sun goes in or the wind comes out. That allows me to make adjustments on the fly while I'm on the water. So this is one of the Megabass 110 Juniors that I have quite a few of the suspend dots on. Now I will say this, I do generally have to glue these on. They'll pop right off, but I take a little bit of super glue and just glue each one to the next to get this down a lot deeper. And this thing right here, if I'm patient or I'm around brush piles, I can fish this easily down to about 20-25 feet. This one I don't really put as much on because it's got a lot of calling power to it. That chartreuse belly will bring fish from longer distances than this very flat color. So I'll put a couple on to get it to drop. But most of the time, this little bait right here, it's going to call those bass to it. And they're going to come from quite a long way, even in 2 to 3 foot visibility, to crush this if this is what they're in the mood for. Now this is going to be a little lower light situation too, as we talked about earlier. And this is the rod that we were catching them on. Again, this is a Fitzgerald. This is a 7-foot medium moderate. This allows me to throw these smaller, lighter jerk baits a country mile. Like I said, I have had this. This is the Versa. I've had this rod forever. I mean, I have had this rod forever. You can go back and watch other jerkbait videos. It's in there. And I've got that teamed with the Lew's Custom Pro Speed Spool, which is a 6/8-to-1. Now, I've got K9 Pro 100 on here. This is the 100% fluorocarbon because I want to get it to sink. Now, something that I would use if I wanted it to stay perfectly suspended is the fluoro. The fluoro is neutrally buoyant and won't sink or float, so you can get it out there. If you want it to suspend at that level, that's how you're fishing it, then that's what you need to go with. Also got a little bit of stretch to it, so it's got a little bit of forgiveness. All right, let's see who's going to win the awesome prize pack of these awesome skinny sticks from J Bros. Gonna have to hit Larry up for a couple of colors that I like. Oh wait, look, we gotta actually copy that to paste it in. Let's see how many we've got. 94 comments. We appreciate you geeks. Let's see who won. Well, looks like you're going to get a chance to try them. They do look really good. Let me tell you, they are great in the water. All right, way to go. Focus, whatever that is. But, hey, good luck, and I'll leave a comment letting you know that you won and how you can claim your prize. So we hope you like this style of video. This is something that we're going to do is we're going to come out here, we're going to talk to you, we're going to see if we can put together quick patterns for you so that we can find bass, let you know what the conditions are and how we do it. Now, if you want to check out another pattern video that we did, this was a little more about a bait. Go check this video out right here. Otherwise, questions, comments in the comment section below. Like it if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell. Be part of the 100% Watch Squad. And you geeks rock.